Hi guys, let me start off by apologising. In my last and first video, in fact, I said I was going to be trying to make videos weekly, updating you on the progress of the business and how things are going on. Now, unfortunately, that didn't pan out. When I watched the video back, I hit a bit of a crisis in here, really. A lot of videos these days, they look a lot more professional than what I've got going on here. They've got really fancy backgrounds, they've got better cameras. I mean, when I used to make videos on wargaming a while back, this sort of stuff was perfectly fine. I had quite a good quality setup compared to a lot of people, but it doesn't really cut it at the moment, unfortunately. I've had to get over that, and I'm going to see if I can try and improve things. But as you'll see in a minute, the budget doesn't really cover upgrading things in terms of technology. So I'm stuck where I am at the moment, but I'm going to try and do better. Um, I've reached the first year of selling bulk Pokemon and Magic the Gathering cards. Um, and I wanted to go through the numbers with you and discuss plans going forwards and some other things that I maybe cover on the channel. Excuse the state of my face at the moment. It is really hot in the UK at the moment, and I'm in a little room that sees a lot of sun on the roof, so it's fairly hot in here. Right, let's start off with a recap of how I got on last year. So what I want to do is I want to show you a graph and my spreadsheet, and you'll get an idea of how bad it went. So this here is the graph in question. So as you can see, I spent the first year spending lots and lots of money, getting myself into quite a lot of debt down here. I say quite a lot. It was never a massive amount of debt, but it was never a positive number. And then you'll see here in October-ish time, I spent quite a bit of money, and then all of a sudden things have changed and we start going up. However, it leveled off mainly because I stopped spending money. As you can see down here, so the number of sales I was making went down. Overall, for the whole year, I managed to make £570, which of course is nowhere near enough to support myself. I'm not going to sniff at it because at the end of the day, I'm selling bulk cards, and I'm selling them at one of the cheapest rates that you can find on eBay in the UK. So the first year, I think that's not bad. I think I'm against people who've been selling these cards for years and years. So I'm not going to sniff at it. However, what we can see from looking at that graph is that when I put money in, I get money out. So that's one of the things I'm trying to do now. So it's a new year, and I'm trying to invest more money and see if I can get things on more of an upwards trajectory and see if I can really get it off the ground. These videos, of course, are a part of getting that done. Another part of that is if anyone wants to sell bulk, I'm having a really hard time getting hold of bulk at a reasonable rate. Because of the fact that the market's gone through the roof, it's proving really difficult to get, especially the newer sets, at anywhere near a reasonable rate where I can make money. I sell cards at 50 pence when you buy more than 3. And unless you buy more than 4 cards, I'm actually losing money because of the cost of shipping and the materials to get that shipped out. Especially when you consider them paying £30 a month to eBay as well, just to keep the store online, which gives me access to that discount, which allows me to sell for less than £1. So it all sort of piles on top of each other. So if anyone's got any bulk, they live in the UK and they can post them to me for a reasonable rate, then I am more than happy to have a word with you and see what we can do. Right. Well, that's the business covered. It's been a year. I'm not massively happy with it. I'm going to try and do better. That's where we are. I'm not giving up, and I'm going to carry on. I've built up quite a lot of feedback on eBay, so I'm going to try and take advantage of that and see what I can do with get things moving forwards. Right. Onto things that I want to cover in the on the channel in the future. Right. So I've got my personal binder here. I'm a fairly simple guy. I generally collect 2 species, and then I'm getting into collecting an artist as well. So if you might have seen this before, if you've been on the channel, I've got my Raticate collection. Now I'm down to just needing 3 cards for this one. So I'm pretty happy. Got my Raticate. I'm down to needing 4 cards. Unfortunately, they are expensive. When I've just started collecting, I had a look through all my bulk and I realised my favourite artist, which is So-So, I've got quite a few of their cards. So I'm going to try and finish that off. I think I've got around about half. Now, the big problem with collecting so-so is that there's that big card, the Gengar, which I think is going for something like 1,500 in English, which is absolutely mental. And is a considerable amount more than I'm making from selling any bulk. But so that's my plan. I'm going to try and keep you guys updated on the state of my personal collection, and try and keep these videos. Maybe I'll start talking about some of the things I've learned over the last year, things you can do, things you can't do, the mistakes I made. So obviously I made some. Yeah, that was it really. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this time I'll be making a new video. I'm not going to give myself any deadlines, but we'll try and make it at least one a month and take it from there. But we'll see how it goes. And I've been told that having a YouTube channel does make business a lot easier. We'll see if that pans out. Right, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.